mangolnganbicollege.org natraga college asigi notice board tagi khanglaba yagani. Shri Shri Gaurachandraya Namaha. Purvashramda aigi loinabi Srimati
5 ex-Congress MLAs join BJP. Party National Secretary General Ram Madhav says BJP will rule Manipur again in next term. Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan says free trade and boundaries at Moreh lack planning and systematic progress compared to other countries. IMC Chairman appeals to Chief Minister N. Biren to provide special economic package for IMC officials and staff. Manipur reports 111 fresh COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, rising total cases to 4,876, of which 1,973 are active cases. India reports single-day spike of 64,531 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 52,889. And the first time in history, 5 sportspersons nominated for Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award and a whopping 29 players recommended for Arjuna Award. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm Joyshree Usham, bringing you the latest updates. A top story this evening. 5 ex-Congress MLAs have joined the BJP today. They are Okram Henry, Paunam Brojen, O Lukhoi, Ngamthang Haukip and Ginsuan Hao. All of them were accorded a warm welcome by BJP National Vice President J. Panda in New Delhi, in the presence of Manipur Chief Minister Nongthongpam Biren and BJP National General Secretary Ram Madhav. Speaking on the occasion, Okram Henry said he wants to work with the BJP as it has brought peace and love between hills and valley residents which were absent in Manipur during the 15 years of rule of the Congress party. He added that the BJP-led state government has initiated various policies like Go to Hills, Go to Village, Miyam Ginumit and Hills Leaders Day for the welfare of the people. Okram Henry also disclosed that he had always supported BJP, though unofficially while he was still in the Congress party.
We have joined BJP because you must have seen in the past years, Congress been ruling there for at least 15 years. There were developments. I myself was involved in the government, not as an MLA. We couldn't see much changes. You know, we all need development plus peace, plus the bonds which we have in our place, like we have hills plus valleys. There were, like no such trust where we could see from the past government. We could see some changes in the new government, like see new policies like Go to Hills for the people, for the sake of my society, in order to grow, in order to bring secureness into their heart, into their mind. We have decided to support.
Speaking on the occasion, BJP National General Secretary Ram Madhav expressed a firm belief that BJP-led government will return to power in Manipur again after the successful completion of the ongoing BJP-led state government rule. He assured that the party will give all-out efforts to win the upcoming 13 seats by-elections. Ram Madhav also claimed that with the advent of BJP-led state government in Manipur, spearheaded by Chief Minister N. Biren, Manipur's GDP has increased to 16% and thus leading among the northeast states.
हम 1.5 साल नहीं 6.5 साल कम से कम मणिपुर में शासन में रहेंगे। अगले चुनाव में भी भारी बहुमत से बीजेपी एनडीए की सरकार उस राज्य में आएगी। कांग्रेस के जो षड्यंत्रकारी राजनीति है, बार बार जेन्युइन बीजेपी सरकार को, एनडीए सरकार को गिराने का षड्यंत्र जो है, उससे स्वयं कांग्रेस में ही बहुत बड़ा असंतोष है। उसी का परिणाम है अभी फ्लोर टेस्ट में असेंबली में जो विश्वास प्रस्ताव बीरेन सिंह जी ने रखा, उस विश्वास प्रस्ताव के समर्थन में अच्छी संख्या में कांग्रेस के विधायक हमारी सरकार को समर्थन दिया है।
Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan has said that there is no proper planning and systematic progress at More free trade and boundaries in comparison to other countries. He was speaking at the inaugural function of Election Committee Office of Jamkholet Khongsai, a BJP aspiring candidate from More today. Dr. R.K. Ranjan assured to raise the matter in the upcoming monsoon session of the Parliament so that town planners may take appropriate measures to promote free trade, boundaries and landscape of More town at the border of India and Myanmar. The Lok Sabha MP said that the integrated checkpost in More is a full-fledged one and way better than other ICPs across India. Dr. R.K. Ranjan also inspected the condition of More Hospital and handed over PPE kits to the hospital staff.
Myanmar ga China ga leiriba country dugi border da tawriba ru yenguragadi akhoi gi More gi si planning ama iwat wat pa progress ama ai bieng da di uba phangde More da leibiriba More da koireba akhoi khudimagna More se akhoi gi sanathong ni haibasi hairamni na fajaba system ama da develop tawrna ba planning tawrna ba landscaping tawrna ba More gi community singna khanbiu More gi hospital se masi standard hospital ama oinana ba khoi nangaling edagi khandana lakuni masi thuna full fledged oinana ba aduga super specialist darkar oiba trade lambi de lagadi accident hogadi khong khut tekpa trauma gi karigi mayam se athuba matamda lehenna ba on behalf of the More community I will pursue the matter to the government of Manipur.
Disposal of waste at Solid Waste Management Plant Lamdeng has been resumed since August 15. Lamdeng Apunba Loop has agreed for the same at the request of Imphal Municipal Corporation IMC. Chairman of IMC Public Health Committee Hijam Nutan Chandra stated that many avenues to earn revenues for IMC have shut down due to the ongoing pandemic. He said that all the current initiatives taken by IMC are being managed by its existing funds. Nutan Chandra said that IMC is unable to provide salary to its staff for 3 months. He appeals to Chief Minister N. Biren, who is also in charge of Mahut, to provide a special economic package to IMC officials and staff as an encouragement for their active roles amid the pandemic.
Koi labor koi employee officer mayam tana any office officer hida captain tawi mayam sida sakara nu sibiraga koi covid ki warrior moina koi corporator sing koi officer sing koi labor staff sing labor sing da kai tawi ki dawrige kai ko khadi koi ki tawning bi apamba lawthoni magi sima tarogadi koi de inor hapiba covid ki damota koi siba sang khangdan warrior mo chongthokna khona jariba sida hen thawai han no gi damta sarkar na honorable chief minister agent mohun minister moina municipal corporation ki damta sibawi tawrage corporator sing da sim tawrage officer sing da staff ki damta siba tawrage haiba athu matungda lawthoni magi apamba kari wamtang di koi tawjun jari apamba thamjari lockdown lagi na koi revenue collection laitaba thau haningai pisa laitaba koi staff ki tolop piningai thau mina tolop pam ayam si masi koi suspension matam sang lairubna mana moraga scheme paisa ra bakra de 25% ki tawa wala salai jariba aduna sakara nu sibi daga adu package ma thu lau thopi daga ekoi bu covid ki warrior mang than sang matam ekoi da inor hapoina operator sima tawradi mayura sima tawradi maduda ekoi suno gi damta sima lairi halo sakar ki stand madi sab stand madi athu matina tawning bai apa ma thamjari.
IMC Chairman Hijam Nutan Chandra said no IMC staff has been tested positive for COVID-19 so far, stating that IMC staff and workers have been following COVID-19 related SOPs. Nutan Chandra appeals to cooperate with garbage collecting NGOs under the IMC to keep Imphal city neat and clean.
NGO singa municipal corporation ga thabak tawmina da yaroi tawsu tawminari ekhoi ga mokhoi ga amatani jab door to door collection la pam tam da mokhoi bu lun tawbi yung fatawti fasal hapiro jaga chala langthok piranu municipal corporation bisu nung CBU NGO bisu nung CBU NGO amadi municipal corporation ga employees na yum han gi bisu discriminate tawbi ba pau ta ya e mo macha mo mapar mo imung gi family mak na lai kai da boy nang chang ba municipal corporation wai siru ga tawbi ru manam di ekhoi imphal municipal corporation ga employee am tang asi ba no positive oidri section na ekhoi hand glove mark sin da khona jari manam da kar ga di ekhoi ma sanitize taw da khona khona jari bani nu yara ga di municipal corporation ge employee sing NGO sing nung sibire haraga thabak tawba hawrabani na mokoi full corporation bibiro chaithok piranu mafam jan thambiro NGO da hapiro ekhoi madu thabak tama thabak tawjarake hanagi molamba chailamba lockdown manung de khutak tum senbari ngamoi du matam changi gani adu ekhoi yam thuna thu matam da honorable mayor koi commissioner sing ekhoi assistant commissioner secretary da ekhoi kan thabak tawjari bani na ekhoi bu nung sibiu NGO bu nung sibiu haifam sima jamiam da hambal.
Confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 4,876, of which 1,973 are active cases, and recoveries are 2,885. Death toll has reached 18. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 59.16%. As per DSP Manipur and COVID-19 Common Control Room press release at 5 p.m. today, in the past 24 hours, 111 people tested positive for COVID-19, out of which 55 are from general population and 56 are personnel of Central Armed Police Force. Out of the 55 infected people from the general population, 1 each are from Frizol and Chandel, 5 are from Churachandpur district. They are returnees from other states, while the remaining 48 from the general population have no significant travel history. Infected persons have been shifted to COVID care facilities. In the past 24 hours, 96 people were discharged after recovery. India has reported a single-day spike of 64,531 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll has reached 52,889, while 20,37,870 people have recovered. India's rate of recovery has improved to 73.64%. As per the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, country's total confirmed cases have reached 27,67,273, out of which active cases are 6,76,514. Maharashtra has the highest number of active cases of above 1,56,000. Meanwhile, the Indian Council of Medical Research said that 8,01,518 samples were tested for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 2 crore 23 lakh people and above 7 lakh 85,000 people have died. Recoveries are above 1 crore 50 lakh. USA is on top with more than 24 lakh 69,000 active cases, followed by Brazil and India. Currently, there are above 32,000 active cases of COVID-19 in the northeast states, including Manipur. Assam's total active cases are 23,704. Arunachal Pradesh's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 2,875, out of which 921 are active cases. Nagaland's confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 3,520, out of which 1,842 are active cases. Tripura's total confirmed COVID-19 cases have reached 7,660, out of which 2,098 are active cases. There are 481 active cases of COVID-19 in Mizoram, 450 in Sikkim, and 766 active cases of COVID-19 in Meghalaya. Publicity and propaganda in charge of People's Task Force for COVID-19, M. Angamba, has appeals to stop stigmatizing COVID-19 frontline warriors, including healthcare workers, drivers, volunteers of quarantine centers. He was speaking on the sidelines of the awareness programs on COVID-19 organized by Indian Red Cross Society, Manipur State Branch, along with various local clubs today. Awareness programs were held at Bishnupur District's Poijing Awang Laikai Community Hall, Saziro Community Hall, Nambol Khori Community Hall, and Moirang Kampu Sajeb Community Hall in Imphal East today. Angamba also appealed to stop blocking road on the pretext of preventing COVID-19, but to follow COVID-19 related SOPs.
Healthcare workers, doctor, nurse, paramedic staff, tongan balaikai do labor drivers, tongan COVID centers, matok volunteers, sum mayam tati tawai tauba, changan daba, laikai healthcare workers in changba, yaroena, notice topa, tetpa, sukuma mayam singasi, masi, tokpio, Makoi singasi na, ekogi punsikan, gadoribani, masina, ekogi amatangairaba, adugumba, ana layang bagi. Punsi adugi punsikan bagi thaba adu hairiba miyosing se tawribani maramadana tati tawai na tawibagi mohutta makoi pungning thawat piduna hairiba healthcare workers sing na lekai da changba yadaba masing mi problem ama chauna thorok lebase masi tawbiganu.
Chairman of Indian Red Cross Society, Manipur State Branch, Dr. Y. Mohan, has also appealed to stop blocking roads on the pretext of preventing COVID-19. He said such act is illegal. Speaking exclusively to Impact News today, Dr. Y. Mohan also appeals to stop spraying sodium hypochlorite solution to those entering a colony, as the solution is carcinogenic. He added that sanitization drive carried out by spraying sodium hypochlorite solution in localities is a mere political show.
COVID-19 की केस पॉजिटिव उखलक पसिदा मणिपुर की लेकाई खुन सिंगदा संबन खाबा चनबी मतौरे सी मसी मुन्ना खंधरदी मसी तौबिगनो हाइजनिंगी संबन खाबिगे हेदी इसा की कोलोंगलो चेतना खजन बियो हंगदोक बियो लोंजन बियो नो कमन थ्रू फेयर ओइरिबा इंटर विलेज रोड रोटा हाईवे गुंबदा संबन खाबसे आइन नसवियादे हुजी लेकाई अम्मा लम अम्मा कंटेनमेंट John Lauto Matamda, Club की volunteers sing, politicians sing, Hagere MLA की music samnaraga. Sodium hypochlorite, kapagi lera kulakta, bari the caption nata ulvisima, Masima, Kogi medical director ki assistant director so heavy hai. Sodium hypochlorite si limited oiba kogi quarantine center gumba, army sing no satok ta wampam, ala gari sing, ambulance ki gari sing satok to konda, sanitize toba. Positive oiba missing na satok to limited area dadi kapaga sanitize tawi. Adubu di paksan na laikai kun gida sodium hypochlorite kapasidi kana bay muhutta hena mangba thuan gani. COVID
Yoibu Yohen Lup Thongju Namairak Pamlekai and Indian Red Cross Society Imphal East District Branch jointly organized a one-day awareness program on how to prevent COVID-19 at the club complex today. Experts stress on the need to follow COVID-19 related SOPs to prevent the disease. IRCS Imphal East District Branch along with People's Task Force for COVID-19 has also conducted a discussion program on COVID-19 at Chingkai Ipa Ibungo and Ima Ibema Shanglen in Moirang Kampu Sajib Lekai. RIMS Nurses Association Lamphilpat RNAL has appealed to stop stigmatizing nurses and other medical staff who are taking major role in combating COVID-19 pandemic. Press release from the association urged the state government, CSOs, local clubs, Mairapaibi groups and others to look into the matter and take necessary measures. Amid the rise in novel coronavirus cases and deaths, Manipur government has extended the ongoing lockdown in the state till August 31st. The government had earlier released detailed guidelines to be followed during the lockdown. As the government has allowed to open local retail shops dealing with essential commodities like groceries for daily use, vegetables, fruits, milk, meat, poultry, fish from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. in all the districts on all days except for Sundays, and a rostered opening of shops in Thangal and Pauna markets from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on all days except for Sundays, the number of people coming out on streets have significantly increased. Medical stores were also opened as usual. Communist Party of India National Secretariat has alleged that the Supreme Court refusing public audit of donation to PM Cares Fund shows non-transparency of the government. Press release from the CPI has demanded public audit of PM Cares Fund to show the public utilization of this fund. Churachandpur District Women Police has arrested an ensconced father who has been accused of raping his own 2 minor daughters over a span of 3 years in Churachandpur district. Impact News sources said that the mother of the victims filed an FIR under the POCSO Act at the police station against her ex-husband for sexually abusing their 2 minor daughters aged 13 and 12 between February 2017 till July 2020. The accused man has been remanded into 7 days of police custody for further investigation. The accused reportedly admitted to his crimes during the preliminary investigation of the police. Now with that, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on a combined police team confiscating large quantity of bitter leaves and tobacco products. Keep watching Impact News.
Ichabu mahi tamhanba haibasi mama mapasingna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudoni. Slopland Public School, biggest and the finest residential school, Manipur gi oina lemjuningai oiraba, mahi tamham ama oiriba, khwaidigi junaraba mafamda semgatlaba, CBSE the affiliate toba higher secondary school oiri. Ichasingbu admission tawiduna mama mapasingna machada piba ngamba khwaidigi chabu khudol oibiu, ichagi phazabalam chat sajati ahombadu ubiu, Slopland Public School Khongjom.
Kaziranga University, the #1 career university in the Northeast, offering a wide range of UG and PG courses with up to 100% merit-based scholarship, a state-of-the-art infrastructure, and unbeatable placements. A pioneer in shaping, molding, and delivering excellence, Kaziranga University is the right place to launch your career.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. A joint team of Sugnu Police Station and COVID-19 Protection Force Sugnu has seized a large quantity of betel leaves and other tobacco products being ferried from Churachandpur towards Sugnu. Impact News sources said the combined team seized the items yesterday during routine checking of passers-by to nab violators of COVID-19 lockdown. Volunteers of COVID-19 Protection Force Sugnu disposed of the betel leaves by throwing into Sugnu River, while the rest of the tobacco products have been handed over to Sugnu Police Station for necessary actions. A team of Imphal East District Police Commando also seized 200 litres of country liquor from a rental place at Chekon this afternoon around 1. The liquors were found stored in 11 jars of 20 litre each. Owner of the liquor is N. Hari Mitay from Singjamay Chingamakha. Commando personnel has destroyed the items. Members and volunteers of Kaya Pukhao Laifam Village Development Sporting Club and Mera Paibi groups have seized a huge quantity of intoxicants. The seized items have been set ablaze in front of food safety officials, Sagolmang Police and the public. Designated Officer of Imphal East Food Safety Administration, Tekcham Brajendro Khaba, has appeals to stop selling intoxicants and to inform food safety officers if any miscreant is found selling such banned products. The items including Wind cigarettes, Talab Pan Masala, 17 bags of T5 Royal Chewing Tobacco, 2 bags of Nevla tobacco and 80 packets of Sargent were recovered during a drive in Uyumpok, Mamanglaikai last night at around 9:20. Herikun has appealed to authorities concerned not to conduct by-election of 13 constituencies amid difficulties brought on by COVID-19 pandemic. Thoubal SP Dr. S. Ibomcha, who was conferred with Chief Minister's Trophy for Anti-Drug Campaign on India's 74th Independence Day, was given a warm reception at Ningol Club office today. Coalition Against Drugs and Alcohol CADA and Ningol Club Hairok jointly organized the event. CADA President Hijam Priyokumar, SP Thoubal Dr. Sarangthem Ibomcha and Ningol Club Hairok President Sophia Kundongbam took part in the event. Speaking to media, CADA President Hijam Priyokumar appreciated SP Dr. S. Ibomcha for his contribution and appeals to everyone to cooperate in uprooting drugs menace from the society. Quarantine Management Committee, Singjamay Assembly Constituency has felicitated awardee of Police Medal for Meritorious Service, Singjamay Police Station OCP Sanjoy at the committee office. Committee members presented gifts to OCP Sanjoy at the event held by following COVID-related SOPs. Dredging of the Amanbi River passing through Singjamay, Thongju and Langthabal constituencies is long overdue, leading to its pollution. Low-lying areas near the river are easily flooded upon slightest of rainfall. Amanbi River, originating from Chongtham Lekai, the southern side of Singjamay Ching, flows towards Langthabal constituency. The once beautiful river with fresh water is now filled with waste and dirty water. Relevant department has dredged the river a couple of times before the monsoon a few years ago, but nothing so far in the recent times. Wakhalgi Sambal, directed by Somendro Moirangthem, has bagged the Best Film and Best Director award at Manipur COVID-19 Online Short Film Competition 2020. Kindness Manipur organized the competition under the aegis of Film Forum Manipur. Short films for the competition were based on the plights facing the people amid the pandemic and to raise awareness on COVID-19. Social Welfare Department is holding an online essay competition to empower women on the topic Customary Law, Alcoholism, Substance Abuse, a high voltage for domestic violence in Northeast India. Participants should submit their essays written in either Meitei Mayek, English or Bengali to the department's email ID mscwinfal12k17@gmail.com, latest by September 13. Manipur Digital Photography Society today declared the result of MDPS Online Photography Contest 2020 held in connection with World Photography Day from August 3 to 13. Maxi Okram Chanu from Singjamay Okram Lekai bagged the first position. Akoijam Moni from Thoubal bagged the second position, and Priya Shanta Maibam from Kha Potsangbam bagged the third position, while the best jury award went to Bimal Thongam of Kwakaitel Konjeng Lekai. Yelhomi Thaupe has urged Manipur government to take necessary measures to make Manipuri an associate language of the Assam government in consideration of the large population of Manipuri diasporas living in Assam. Now the sports news. In an unprecedented move, 5 sportspersons were nominated for Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, while a whopping 29 were recommended for the Arjuna Award by the awards selection committee on Tuesday. In a record of 5 sportspersons, cricketer Rohit Sharma, wrestler Vinesh Phogat, table tennis star Manika Batra, hockey captain Rani Rampal, and Rio Paralympics gold medalist in T42 high jump Thanga Velu Mariyappan have been recommended for the nation's highest sporting honor, the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna. The Sports Ministry had allowed self-nomination for the Arjuna and Khel Ratna awards this year due to the pandemic, which led to a large number of applications. In 2009 and 2016, 3 and 4 were chosen for Khel Ratna respectively. Normally, it is given to 1 or 2. The decision of the committee to entertain so many names in a year without any major event like the Olympic, Commonwealth and Asian Games might set a bad precedent, with online self-nomination set to be continued. Numbers might swell further in an Olympic year. Weightlifter Mirabai Chanu and wrestler Sakshi Malik are among the 29 in fray for the Arjuna Award. Incidentally, Sakshi and Mirabai have already won the Khel Ratna Award. The number of Arjuna Award increases due to the Sports Ministry's decision to promote indigenous sports like Kho-Kho. Wrestling Federation of India has cancelled the national camp supposed to be held this month owing to coronavirus outbreak. The pre-Tokyo Summer Olympic camp was supposed to be held at Sai Center in Uttar Pradesh's Lucknow. However, players refused to take part in the camp in the wake of setting up COVID care center at Hajj House near the Sai Center. Hence, the federation decided to postpone the national camp. Now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 5 ex-Congress MLAs join BJP. Party National General Secretary Ram Madhav says BJP will rule Manipur again in the next term. Lok Sabha MP Dr. R.K. Ranjan says free trade and boundaries at Moreh lack planning and systematic progress compared to other countries. IMC chairman appeals to Chief Minister N. Biren to provide special economic package for IMC officials and staff. Manipur reports 111 fresh COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours, rising total cases to 4,876, of which 1,973 are active cases. India reports single-day spike of 64,531 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. Death toll reaches 52,889. And the first time in history, 5 sportspersons nominated for Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award and a whopping 29 players recommended for the Arjuna Award. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.
Lana Thauram, Taibang Pan Asida, Ikugi Erecta Tinbi Rambi, Ning Thau Jam Ongbi, Merina na, Taibang Chengze Loiratuna.